Peace, love, and light. This message is for the collective. I hope the sun is shining wherever you are and you're living in your greatest purpose. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Thank you to all who have booked personal readings, all the channel members, new subscribers. Let's get into your messages. Okay, so this message is for the collective. Going to see what is showing up in your energy, collective. Magician and the Hierophant, 1 and 5. I feel like 1 and 5 is creating something. The energy of creation. And the Empress is showing up. Okay. Okay, messages for the collective. Okay, 3 of Cups. Page of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. There's that Hierophant again. I feel like this Hierophant is significant in regards to something about things balancing out for you, and perhaps this 4 of Cups is having to do with people seeing things balance out for you, or a specific person seeing this balance happening for you. This Hierophant, I feel like, represents some kind of knowing that you are in, you knowing something. Perhaps knowing something that you didn't know before. This Page of Pentacles may actually represent your energy, something really positive and positive, powerful, that is grounding you, okay? Or you are being grounded with this energy showing up. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, like I feel like this good news is tied to this 8 of Pentacles, like you're manifesting. And previously the Magician showed up. So yeah, like you're moving towards like an energy or a time, a very significant time where things are not only working out for you, right? This Chariot is an indication that, you know, you're having success. There's something also significant about your willpower, because the Magician, both the Magician and the Chariot, are significant energies of your willpower. So this would actually make sense that something is happening for you, having to do with you, something having to do with like your knowing, your energy, your spirit, okay? This Hierophant represents a certain level of knowing that you have in the mental, physical, and spiritual. See, there's the Magician showing up again, so that's willpower. This could be an indication that there's something happening in terms of like your willpower. You having more willpower, being in tune with your power. There's definitely something about your knowing that's significant. Okay, death and rebirth. This energy of death and rebirth, I feel like, has to do with possibly you moving from an energy of not knowing to now knowing, okay? And it's kind of like giving like a heads up energy. Like I feel like your spirit guides could be, yeah, it's giving this energy of like your guides are providing some sort of like knowledge or light. It's almost like your guides are lighting the way, or they're providing the light for you to be in a certain level of knowing. Okay, so let's see what's showing up with this Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups also showing up. Yeah, it's like a heads up. Many of you, what I'm seeing is that, see, this is this is interesting. Like, I feel like there could have been some challenges regarding like following through with your intuition. Okay, so previously, I'm seeing this Page of Pentacles may represent, like, you know, your guides doing something to balance out your energy. Okay, your guides could have been speaking to you, mind, body, and spirit, to give you a sense of what you ought to do on your path to bring you success. And it may be that many of you may not have like followed through with those like intuitive nudges that are following up, that are showing up here. And you may have experienced some challenges as a result of not following through with your intuitive nudges. Okay, so for some of you, your guides are saying that like it was supposed to balance out something, whether you know it or not. Okay, it's almost like giving like an energy of, okay, like your intuition was meant to put out like any fire, right? This represents your intuition. This represents like fire representing conflict. Or I feel like for some of you, this is like a heads up in terms of what's going to happen. And I feel like you may have even received information from your guides regarding like, oh, hey, heads up. There's X, Y, and Z. Okay. Some of you got into situations where you were at a major crossroad, possibly having to do with like spiritual elevation, following through with your intuition. Yeah, some of you didn't follow through. Okay, it's like your guides would tell you not to do something and you did it. It's like you disregarded it, right? Like I'm getting this energy from here. Like your spirit guides trying to kind of like give you pointers and tell you what you ought to do or how to save yourself from doing X, Y, and Z. And you may have like unknowingly disregarded your intuition, your intuitive nudges, your knowing, okay? And I feel like this Page of Pentacles is representing something balancing out in your energy that's going to allow you to no longer ignore the signs, okay? Like I feel like your guides are saying you're no longer ignoring the signs, especially having to do with your intuition, okay? For some, like it almost feels like an unlearning of some sort. And first, this unlearning may have to do with like someone in your life, perhaps a mother figure or some sort of like figure that is connected to your intuition. There could have been some like conflicting messages. Okay, so some of you, like the conflicts with following through with your intuition may have to do with like conflicting messages that you were getting from someone that has a really powerful influence on your intuition. Okay, for some, this could actually be a mother figure. Okay, either a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. For some of you, this Queen of Wands may not necessarily be a mother figure, yet, you know, there's someone kind of like, it's possible that there's someone represented, or this could be you. This could be you in this Queen of Wands energy, like receiving some kind of like energy from your guides. And it almost seems like the conflict between perhaps what someone was showing you or teaching you and what your spirit guides was trying to, it's like the path they were trying to lead you. There was a conflict there. And it became too much for some of you to where it seemed like whatever you learn from this person, see, this is this person's energy I'm seeing that could be showing up in regards to the conflict that exists between you following your intuition and also kind of like unlearning what someone taught you. And for some of you, you didn't know that this was creating a major challenge with you following through with your intuition. For some of you, this actually put you in a major, like, it kept you in a, see, like it kept you in like a crossroad. Okay, it presented some kind of conflict. For some of you, this is like an inner conflict. It created like a level of doubt for some of you, and this is why you doubted yourself. This is why the knowledge that you were receiving from your spirit guides, your higher self, like you doubted this, and it wasn't on purpose. Okay, for some of you, your guides want you to know that this was not on purpose. You didn't, and it almost feels like your guides protected you from this aspect of your spiritual growth that could have potentially put you in a bind several times, like, because it seemed like, you didn't trust, your higher self. Okay, like there wasn't a connection, or it's like your truth. Okay, you weren't connecting to your truth. You were more so connecting with someone else's truth that had a heavy influence on you. And perhaps it's the case that this person made it that way. For some of you, the person representing here, like, you actually saw this person's energy show up in different people's energy. So for example, if your mother figure, okay, taught you certain things, whatever they taught you, hopefully this makes sense, whatever they taught you, you saw that aspect of you showing up. Okay, it's almost like it had a hold on your ability to freely trust yourself. And it's like it's almost like saying that you would see your mother or your parental figure of some sort in different people, and those people essentially became like, like their energy was embodied, or your parental figure's energy was embodied in theirs, to such where something made it challenging for you to follow through with your spiritual path, to fully trust your intuition. Okay, so tell me about this Hierophant. And I feel like if this resonates, you'll know exactly who and what this is. Yet this energy that's showing through with this Queen of Cups, it's almost like a Queen of Cups in the reverse, right? Like, whatever it is, it's an energy that kind of like hindered your sense of trust. Okay, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. And for some of you, it may be that walking away from someone, or it could be this person, was the thing that allowed you, or that got you on the path to finding your truth, to connecting with your truth. Because before you were not, you were connecting with a very specific person whose energy, it was kind of like was multiplying in other people, right? So whoever it is that is showing up as some sort of like a authority figure in your life, this person's energy, it's like it's supposed to be nurturing, right? Yet it almost seems like this person's energy had a hold on you, okay? It had a hold on you. It made things really challenging, okay? Some of you felt lost. And the moving or distancing yourself from that kind of energy is doing a lot for you, okay? It's doing a lot for you. It's removing yourself from some sort of like conflict that held you bound, or it kept you from fully being in your spiritual power, and it may have also kept you from like seeing very clearly. Like it's kind of like a hold. Yeah, and this is what's happening right now. This death and rebirth, like it's death to this energy of not being able to think for yourself. And I feel like it's not so much not thinking for yourself. For some of you, you may feel like that resonates with you. It's more so walking in your power, okay? Walking in your power, letting go of the need to adapt someone else's truth. It's almost like you got clarity, some of you, regarding some truth that kept you from evolving spiritually. And now you're showing up as this King of Wands that is experiencing a lot more like powerful intuitive nudges. And you're following through with that too. It's almost like, you've taken leadership, you've taken ownership, whereas before you may not have. Like, it almost seems like someone's energy was like, it's like it was their voice. Almost seems like this person's appearing as some sort of like a magician. Like it was this person's voice that would literally be making decisions for you as opposed to you doing it for yourself. And it made it challenging for you to listen and trust yourself and your intuition. And, for some, the distancing or the severing ties with this person is also releasing this energy, this hold that this person had on you. And it's allowing you to be in your power. Okay. See, like this new beginning that you maybe experience, it's a new beginning from feeling paralyzed by someone's, either their teaching, their energy, their spirit. Like it almost seems like, their energy had a hold on you. Okay. This person, whoever they were, their energy had a hold on you. And now you are finally like free of this energy and you're able to move forward. So whoever this is, and I'm getting, for some, this may be a parental figure, for a mother figure or father figure. For some, this could be someone that you were in some sort of like connection with that kind of felt like, it almost seems like their energy owned yours. Like some of you kind of felt that way, where it was challenging to make decisions and really connect spiritually. And you're moving on now, or you have moved on, or you will be moving on. See? It's some sort of like new beginning for you that's happening in your knowing, because of you severing ties. And I'm seeing for some, this could be a person. It could also be an energy that you were tied to. Like for some of you, this could be a spiritual belief that you had, right? With the Hierophant. For some of you, this was a spiritual belief that was like, that had you in a bind. And now you're experiencing a new beginning because of what you decided. It's like you decided to think for yourself. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like it's an energy of something felt like it had you in a bind. You couldn't think for yourself. And now you're able to think for yourself. It's a certain level of knowing that you have that is tied to you releasing something that it's for some of you, I'm hearing it had you in a chokehold where you may not even have felt like you can talk, or you were able to fully express yourself. You're ready to receive something extraordinary and miraculous. It has already been created for you. And it's waiting for you to realize that you are prepared for it now. On some level, your soul chose this wise course, and it is a significant part of your path. Whether you start a new life, job, business, this is right for you. For some of you, this was a job or some kind of business. Celebrate and keep going. You're creating your life and reality moment by moment as things flow and change. You get to know yourself and experience more of your best life. Divine flow is about growing, which means changes will continue to happen. So, okay, so what I'm getting is like that energy of the death and rebirth, like this represents some kind of rebirth that you are experiencing at this time. Okay. And this is also confirmed with the death and rebirth card. You're experiencing this rebirth because of your decision to, like, see that energy of restriction. Something was restricting you. It could be something, someone. For some, this is a job position. For some, this could be a business. There was something that was like holding you back. Okay. For some of you, I'm seeing that this is a spiritual belief. Okay. So what was holding you back has now been released from your energy, and you can freely choose. Okay. And I feel like many of you are making very powerful choices at this time that is going to help in terms of experiencing, it says something amazing is coming. Okay. Something amazing is coming. And this amazing thing may be tied to stronger intuition. It's a change that's going to help balance out your energy. Okay. Where you're going to feel a lot more powerful instead of powerless. Okay, so whatever is coming towards you is going to make you feel more powerful than powerless. Okay, so for some of you, you left a job position. For some of you, you left a relationship. For some, you left some sort of spiritual practice that was holding you back. This new thing that's about to happen for you is going to make you feel a lot more powerful. Okay. It's going to connect you to yourself where you're able to make a lot more powerful decisions, whereas perhaps before you may not have. That is the message. If this message resonates, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, love, peace, divine light.